Archaeologists and historians were forbidden to study these finds so as not to rewrite history. Hidden from public knowledge, certain archaeological finds were off-limits to scholars, leaving gaps in historical understanding. These restrictions were implemented to avoid potential rewrites of established historical narratives. However, some argue that limiting research stifles progress and could lead to a flawed interpretation of the past. Hence, we have covered you with some forbidden yet surprising discoveries that may change history. So let's dive into the video, and don't forget to subscribe now. Here we begin. Alien-like skulls found. In a startling discovery that could rewrite history, archaeologists in Mexico have unearthed 25 human skulls that appear to be from another world. Okay, maybe not quite, but they do have some alien-looking features. The skulls discovered in a cemetery in Sonora date back about 1,000 years, and some show peculiar deformities. Cristina Garcia Moreno, who was part of the excavation team, revealed that 13 skulls had been deliberately reshaped, leaving scientists baffled as to why. The team from Arizona State University also found similar deformed skulls in other parts of Mexico, leading them to believe that people in certain groups had placed wooden beams on the front and back of their heads and wrapped them with bands to apply pressure. While some speculate that the skull reshaping was done to distinguish important people or separate groups, the exact reasons remain a mystery. What is clear, however, is that this is the first time such skulls have been found in Sonora, adding a new and intriguing chapter to the region's history. But perhaps the most poignant discovery was that many of the skeletons in the cemetery belonged to children. What kind of society reshapes the heads of their young? These questions and more will keep archaeologists busy for years to come. Mystery of 2,500-year-old upright horse remains in Bulgaria. Bulgarian archaeologists have unearthed an unexpected and remarkable find in a land where treasure hunters have pillaged ancient mounds in search of gold. The remains of a Thracian carriage, buried upright with 2 horses, have been discovered in a tomb in the village of Svestari, dating back 2,500 years. The find is unique and unlike any other Thracian-era carriage previously discovered in Bulgaria. Professor Diana Gergova, who led the excavation team from the National Archaeology Institute at the Bulgarian Academy of Sciences, expressed her excitement about the discovery. This is no surprise, given the significance of the find and the fact that the region has been heavily plundered. The carriage was discovered beside the renowned mound of Bulgarian Khan Imurtak, where the same team uncovered a hoard of gold last year. This new find, however, could shed light on the Thracian nobility's burial customs and their use of horse-drawn carriages. Interestingly, a similar Roman chariot was found with 2 buried horses in Bulgaria in 2010, suggesting that the use of such chariots might have been a status symbol among the Thracians. Mystery of unique 2,100-year-old human clay head with a ram's skull inside. The discovery of an ancient clay mask in the Shestakovsky Burial Mound No. 6 has long fascinated Russian archaeologists. Unearthed in 1968, the mask is believed to depict a handsome warrior from the Tagar culture known for its elaborate funeral rites. Initial X-ray analysis of the mask suggested the presence of small skull fragments within it, but subsequent research found that these fragments were actually from a sheep skull, not a human's. Professor Natalia Polismak from the Institute of Archaeology and Ethnography and Dr. Konstantin Cooper of the Institute of Nuclear Physics, both part of the Siberian branch of the Russian Academy of Sciences, led the research to understand why this was the case. Polismak believes the Tagar people may have buried a lost man, drowned, or disappeared in alien lands. To ensure his safe passage into the afterlife, they replaced his body with that of a sheep, which they believed embodied his soul. This practice resembles cenotaphs or symbolic burials where the deceased's remains are absent. This clay face was often covered with gypsum and painted with ornaments. She suggests that some mummies were left with their families while others waited for a second, larger funeral. Those who waited too long decomposed, leaving only their heads, and in some cases not even that remained. The image of the deceased had to be recreated from scratch in these cases. The oldest known leather shoe, the Arani I shoe. In a cave in Armenia, a stunning piece of ancient footwear was discovered, dating back an impressive 5,500 years. The Arani I shoe is a one-piece leather hide design, which makes it even older than the shoes found on Otzi the Iceman. As a matter of fact, it is considered to be the oldest piece of leather footwear ever found by modern researchers. The shoe was discovered in near-perfect condition, thanks to the cool and dry conditions in the cave and a thick layer of sheep dung, which acted as a solid deal. Interestingly, the shoe contained grass, and the archaeologists were uncertain whether it was used as insulation or to preserve its shape. Israel reveals an eerie collection of Neolithic spirit masks. As you walk into the Israel Museum in Jerusalem, you can't help but feel the weight of history looming over you. But soon, your attention is drawn to a new exhibit that's just opened up, face to face, the oldest masks in the world. This exhibit is a unique opportunity to view 12 limestone cult masks from the Neolithic age, all in one place for the first time. These 9,000-year-old masks were discovered in the Judean desert and hills, weighing 1 or 2 kilograms. They all feature oval visages with hollowed-out eye sockets, gaping jaws filled with teeth, and holes along the outer edge. Only one of them still has remnants of pigment, suggesting that they were once painted in vibrant colors. Despite their age, each mask is unique and may have even represented specific individuals. Some faces are old and weathered, while others appear younger and more vibrant. One is even the size of a brooch. While the mask's exact origins and usage are still shrouded in mystery, the exhibit's curator, Dr. Debbie Hirschman, believes they were used as part of an ancestor cult. It's possible that shamans or tribal chiefs would have worn the masks during ritual masquerades to honor the deceased. This theory is supported by the mask's patina and the type of stone they're made from, which all point to a specific area of the Judean desert and Judean hills. But beyond their historical significance, these masks are also striking works of art. James Snyder, the museum's director, even compares them to something that Picasso might have created. As you gaze at each mask, you can't help but feel a sense of awe and wonder at the people who created them so many thousands of years ago. This wooden sculpture is twice as old as Stonehenge and the pyramids. Imagine stumbling upon a 9-foot-tall totem pole composed of 10 wooden fragments carved with expressive faces, eyes, and limbs decorated with geometric patterns. Now imagine that this object, the Shigir idol, is the oldest known surviving work of wooden ritual art worldwide. Gold prospectors first discovered this unique object at the bottom of a peat bog in Russia's Ural mountain range in 1890. More than a century later, researchers continue to uncover surprises about it. The latest research suggests that the sculpture is 900 years older than previously thought and was likely crafted about 12,500 years ago at the end of the last ice age. The fact that this rare evidence of hunter-gatherer artwork endured until modern times is a marvel in and of itself, and it reminds scientists that a lack of evidence of ancient art doesn't mean it never existed. What do you think of these forbidden discoveries? Comment below and subscribe for more.